Hey there, I'm Ashley, and this is New Day with Ashley. If you're looking for inspiration to make a difference and create lasting impact, then you're in the right place. Get ready to be encouraged by the stories of my guests who have taken risks, overcome challenges, and created opportunities. It's time to make the most of your new day. My guest today is Building Dreams. David Reid is the president and owner of Radiant Homes, who leads a team of experts that build dream homes designed specifically for the life you're building.
One thing that I've learned, a piece of advice that my dad had for me early on when I was younger, and my approach to the sales process and winning work was, I want to win everything. I never want to lose a job.
Okay.
And so it would just eat me up. Like, if I lost this job, why did I lose it? What could I have done differently?
Sure.
Why didn't I win this project? And my dad told me, you have to learn to thank the Lord for the projects you lose as much as the projects you win. And I've definitely learned that not every project is a good fit for us. And I read that in business books. I learned it from guys like Dave Ramsey and Entre Leadership, and from different business consultants I've talked with. You don't want to win every project, and our company needs to stay in our lane and be strategic about the work we take on. But that was sometimes that can still be a hard lesson, is to say no. Sure. When you feel like, in construction industry, but I suppose in any job where you're an entrepreneur, you own your own company, like, you never know for sure what the pipeline looks like for next year. What's going to happen in the economy? What's my workload next year? How am I going to keep the guys busy? So sometimes it's hard to say no when it's like, hey, I got this opportunity. We might be too busy, or maybe this doesn't fit in our lane right now, but I've got to pursue it. It'd be irresponsible not to pursue this. Well, sometimes it's irresponsible to pursue these jobs and to spread yourself thin. And when I'm committing to something, I'm committing my staff to it. Right. And it's sometimes not fair if we're working towards this thing that's outside of our vision and our goal and our wheelhouse of projects. So learning when to say no, has been a big one, and being okay with it, and learning that when we do have these jobs that we pursue, and I say, this is a great job, we want to win this job, let's bid this thing out, we put a bunch of work into it, and then we don't get that job, to still be able to thank the Lord for the opportunity, and that there's probably some reason I did not, this job was not a good fit for us, and so thank you for protecting us, and not allowing us to win work that we thought might be a good idea.
Right. It sounded good. It was really shiny. But
you never know. I mean, the Lord's always looking out for us, and oftentimes protecting us from things that we have no idea.
Yeah. That's good advice. So even right now, the market, I mean, people are building like crazy, but now we have these interest rates are going.
Yeah, this is a weird market. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that.
And then, for a while it was lumber. And you can't get anything.
Yeah, man, what a crazy market, a crazy couple years. And if the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that we don't know anything.
Yeah. Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. Anything that we think we know can change in an instant.
Right.
And that's what the pandemic did to the world, and to the construction industry, certainly turned things on its head. So the market's crazy. Lumber's come back down to earth as of now, which is great. Lumber's been very volatile. It's been up, it's been down. It's been hard to predict, but that's come back down. But we still have supply chain issues, and obviously we have inflation that the feds are trying to fight and achieve this soft landing with raising interest rates. But interestingly, and another great thing about our community is we're well isolated, or insulated, maybe I should say, against some of these other economic calamities, or some of these other extremes that we see in other parts of the country. Fargo seems to be pretty well insulated from those extremes. And maybe that's a benefit of being in the geographical middle of nowhere. We're just not
or
as
the
heavily
center of everywhere. No.
or okay, yeah, one could say that. So it's still a great market. There's still significant demand, which a lot of builders, we just kind of look at each other and like, I mean, I guess I don't get it, but great, let's get out there and get after it.
Yeah, it's like what you're seeing going on around the country isn't necessarily what is happening right here.
And what you're hearing versus what you're seeing, like I'm hearing this and there's all these market challenges, but we're still seeing good demand.
Yeah.
So it's been great. We've been blessed to stay busy through the last couple of years. A lot of businesses have struggled. The construction industry has remained strong. Demand has remained strong. I think some of that's tapering off now, and things will slow down a bit with inflation and interest rates. But there's still plenty of work going on out there, and if you're in it for the long haul and you're playing the long game, which I always am, and try to be strategic about that, then it's just another cycle that you've got to ride out and stay consistent, keep your head down, keep doing what we know is right, and building with integrity and treating our clients well. And I believe that we'll weather it just fine.
Yeah, you guys are building beautiful homes.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love seeing all the pictures. I mean, of course, we see the end, we don't see like the behind the scenes. It's like, here's the Instagram picture.
Right.
Here's what it took to get here.
And everybody's going to put their best stuff on Instagram. Right.
But
no, we've been very fortunate to have some great clients. And again, I never dreamed when I'd be building homes in Fargo that I'd have the opportunity to build some really cool homes. We've done indoor pools and indoor car lifts and sport courts, saunas and gun rooms and all kinds of stuff that has just been really fun and challenging. Each project is its own challenge, but that's what our company is all about, embracing the challenge and being innovative and creative. And oftentimes when I feel like when other builders might be tempted to say, no, we can't do that, we don't want to do that, let's keep it simple, we tend to say, yeah, let's innovate, let's pursue that idea, let's get creative and make it happen, which is not always easy.
Sounds like right up your alley, though.
That's up our alley.
You want to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to keep it interesting.
Yeah, right. So I'm glad that you brought that up, though, of like, we will take those projects on. Yeah,
for sure. It seems like, and my team gives me a hard time because they're oftentimes like, why can't we get the easy projects? But it's been a good niche and it's been fun. And maybe we've built a reputation of taking on some of the more complicated projects, but I think there's much greater reward in that. Yeah. Even beyond just cool Instagram pictures.
Right, yeah.
I feel like my team gets a lot of satisfaction out of their job and helping our clients achieve what otherwise might have seemed like a really difficult goal or an impossible goal or just a wild idea. We try to make it possible.
I think like on your website, I saw like you help clients build dream homes while they're building their life.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Create a home designed specifically for the life you're building.
Right.
So it's all about our clients. It's all about you and your dreams. And we want to come alongside of you and help create a space that's tailored to the life that you're building. And in some instances, it's a second home. It's a vacation home. It's a place for our family to go relax and unwind on the weekends. And in some cases, it's a modest home in town because our goal is to live in the Caribbean full time when we retire. Right. Mm-hmm. So whatever that goal might be, it's all about catching that vision and coming alongside of them and helping tailor their home rather than them coming to us and saying, what do you have available? And I give them option A, B, or C, pick one that best suits your needs. Then we say, let us come alongside of you and help tailor a project around you and that's appropriate and for where you're headed.
Awesome. Okay, now a question I ask everyone. What's one piece of advice that you'd give to someone else that's, you guys are making a difference, making an impact. So advice that you'd give to someone else that's looking to make a difference?
One piece of advice would be I've given the same piece of advice in business and people that are thinking about starting a business and people that are thinking about starting a family, interestingly enough. And my advice, for whatever it's worth, is there's never a perfect time.
Yeah.
At some point, you've got to step out in faith and believe in yourself. And there's always going to be an element of risk if you want to start a business or start a family. It seems to me that everything in your life is never going to align perfectly such that you're like, now is the perfect time for me to start a business. And I'm confident that if I do this, it'll be successful because everything is set up just perfectly so.
Thank you so much, David, for being here, for sharing your wisdom and your passion.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, and it's been fun to chat, so thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story. Wow, what a great episode. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always so inspiring sharing these stories. To listen to the full conversation, head over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to like and subscribe. I would love if you could leave me a 5-star review. This helps us reach and engage with more people. Join me next week, and until then, make the most of your new day.